Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Agascles Stamus from Gearworks.com and the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube, as well as the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube, here with another episode of An Accounting of Third Measures. This is episode number 424, part of my weekly nighttime gaming series. We're going to be playing a little bit of Prince of Persia from 2008 on the PlayStation 3 tonight. I'm just coming in off vacation, so I got a couple more items of pre-flight to wrap up. Camera spot is not trying to get the camera spot dialed in, and then I do have to check audio mix balance very quickly and verify that I've got good voiceover commentary coming out in the live stream. Audio checks should happen fairly quickly. This camera spot might drive me a little nuts, though. Audio checks should. Okay, so we got good voiceover commentary coming out of the live stream. Let me check the audio mix balance here shortly, and we'll be getting started. Let's go on my camera here. So it sounds like we got we're good on the voiceover commentary. So it sounds like we got may need to boost that in-game audio as we go on, though. But I think things are relatively good to go. So I haven't played this in quite some time. Hopefully this has my game save. It's been forever and a day since I've actually played it, though. So here's the proof in the pudding. Do I actually have a game save? I do not. So we're going to be getting started from ground zero. That's fine. This is probably a matter of... I did have a game save on my OG PlayStation 3. But not one here. So we definitely have a ton of cinematics and stuff to get through. The big, huge, story-driven game. I don't even know if people remember this joint from back in the day. And it's so weird. So my association with the Prince of Persia franchise, of course, I played the original PC game back in 1989. Woo. And of course it was largely different from what it eventually morphed into.
One grain amongst the storm.
And then of course we went into the time travel thing of the Prince of Persia series, which is really what it became popular for. It's what the movie was based on. This is just this weird instance where I think after cranking out a bunch of the time travel-y kind of Prince of Persias. And of course, the license had been moved around, so this was originally done by an old classic publisher called Broaderbound. And then the license got passed off to somebody else. It eventually wound up with Ubisoft. And in a lot of ways, what Ubisoft did with this game was kind of a precursor to what it would eventually create in the Assassin's Creed franchise. Now, like I said, I did start this game. A little bit of wall running that feels very reminiscent of, and similar to...
Who is that? Hey, you!
What is the game I'm thinking? To Titanfall. Press X. Now I think we're about to get our first taste of combat here.
Hey! There's no need to get nasty. We can talk about this.
Always takes a while for me to get situated when I am dealing with a new stream setup, so this is largely the stream setup that I was using for the Nintendo Switch live streams that I filmed right before I took off on vacation. I do really like the combat in this game.
Yeah, and you can run too.
Why are you following me?
I'm not. I'm looking for
Farah, I heard you yelling. You and your girlfriend should get out of here.
girlfriend. Farrah's not my girlfriend. She's my donkey.
You're risking your life for a donkey?
She's a good donkey. That and she's carrying our king's ransom of gold.
So now, while
Out of here. If they don't see you with me, you'll be all
the
right.
movie is modeled off of more of the
You want to time your advice better next time?
time travel elements of Prince of Persia that Ubisoft introduced, the character that Gemma Arterton plays, I think, is predominantly modeled off of this character. And so there's kind of some intermixing of the various elements of the franchise. I don't really know why they went this way with this iteration of Prince of Persia, but there was discussion.
Nothing to do with this. No!
There was discussion of a sequel being desired. That just never really came to fruition.
They're moving! That way! We better get out of here. How did you do that?
I don't know.
Right. And you being able to do magic isn't anything to do with why they're trying to kill us.
They're not trying to kill us. They're trying to kill you.
Okay, fine. Keep your secrets. But at least tell me how to escape.
No, I can't leave. I've got to get to the temple.
So here in a little bit, I will, once we get some more actiony, I will
You can put me
get a
down now.
clip and check the audio mix balance of the in-game audio versus the voice track, if I can remember to do so.
I have lost my donkey, fallen down a hill, and a bomb dropped on me. I'm not in a good mood.
Release her.
I'm not holding her hostage.
Let her go.
It's you she's running away from.
Ew. No. See how we're gonna do. Went with the dodge there. Didn't even really plan that. Get him! Run away!
Do you think you're up to running?
So right before I left, I was playing a bit of Yoshi's Crafted World on the Nintendo Switch, and I took the Switch with me on travel,
You go.
and knocked out a few more sessions while I was away, which kind of cleared my slate. I love this Arabic music. Oh! Arabic music here in the background too. I didn't just come from there, did I?
She's here. We have her.
Hey, stop there! We mean you no harm.
I don't think that's quite the case. Seems like you mean me quite a bit of harm. I appreciate the tutorial, but now it's just like... Oh, is she getting in on the action too? Like, now I just want it to leave me alone and let me fight however I want to fight.
Stand between us and the princess.
What princess? You're a princess?
As an enemy attacks, press R2 before they strike. Before deflect, timing is everything, press R2. I did press R2. Oh! Quickly counter. And then combo it.
It is finished. You cannot return. Why do you run? There is nowhere to go.
This guy doesn't give up. I hope you're good with heights.
If you grip fall down the wall for the ledge, R2. Oh!
The temple's there, under the tree.
You guys worship a tree?
So while this game is a little long in the tooth, some of the artistic qualities actually really hold up well over time. Like the background paintings and whatnot. Really did a good job with this when the game first released. And again, it's just kind of unfortunate that that games that are as elegant as this, you know, but don't make a lot of headlines, you know, wind up not having the staying power that they perhaps deserve. Where's she going? And I feel like there are...
Up there.
L and X.
Get that end and push.
What's in the temple?
Just push.
I feel like there are a lot of elements of Uncharted
Is there gold in there?
in the way this game is designed too.
We should hurry.
No, don't. It's just grip fall, dude. It's highly sequential, and like you have to exactly like hit a stopping point, wait,
It holds Aram.
push the L stick down, and then hit R2.
Oh, that... Armin, the big bad god of darkness, kills people, destroys cities, scares naughty children.
Unless you want to see lots of dead naughty children, you'll help me fix this.
Where's Armin?
Under this seal.
So wait, did I miss? Why are we awakening the big bad god of darkness?
Thank you for helping me reach here. Now you should go.
cannot lose you again.
Father, no! I beg of you!
Father?
Yeah, so I was rapidly trying to hit the pause menu, and I was like, why is this thing not letting me pause? Alright, we're going to try and up the in-game volume just a little bit and get a spot of coffee too before we continue on. And of course, I have the power strip for the Go XLR mixer right underneath my feet, so I want to be very careful not to spill any coffee into it. Not the best coffee tonight. No. What is that all about? Don't give me no quick time event. Ah! Seems like a fairly advanced enemy to be giving me right off the bat here. Blast it! I'm not picking up the parry system at all. This is not cool. Ah! Finger actually slipped on the trigger. Swing it one more time. Watch you get parried. Oh! That was a quick attack.
Protect us!
Oh!
No! Father, no!
That seems like it's gonna have bad consequences.
Father!
Let's get out of here. Come on! I think we need a better plan. That was a better plan.
Great. I just barely, like, got a handle on regular combat. Come on, dude. Like, at this point, I would rather it just, like, leave me the heck alone and let me get punished and figure it out on my own. block. Why? Well, maybe I understand why this game didn't get a sequel. The combat system is just really finicky. I'm like... Feels like it only throws attacks at certain times. So how do we get out of here? Okay.
We have to get out of here.
You think?
No. Come on, man. Really twitchy control system. And I would definitely say far too overcomplicated in its design is one of its Achilles heels. It seems like. It seems like I should definitely be able to... Alright, so despite my strongest desires, it doesn't seem like it's going to allow me to scale this thing vertically. I'm thinking about it wrong, and I need to go here. Yeah. Yeah, I think one of the things was I got turned around.
What are these things?
Ahriman soldiers. They were trapped with him.
Yeah? Well, it looks like they got out.
I mean, in a lot of ways, some of these mechanics are exactly like Uncharted. Gosh. I'm not a fan of the quick time event blocking thingy. Wow, so like the fourth or fifth attack just completely breaks through whatever defense I have. Blast it! Then block it! Stop with the flippin' tutorial crap. There we go. Yeah, this is one of those games that, like, when you hit the right drum beats in combat, it's really beautiful, but when you miss, it feels like janky as all heck. Whoa, no!
You want to tell me what's happening?
Nope, wrong jump. So wall run. No, get back up and across.
Are you crazy?
While jumping, press, hover, alright. There we go. That was a bit OP, but it was a bit frustrating. I don't know. I feel like there are games that I've seen that do this kind of thing, but do it with a little bit more polish, with a little less jank.
Any more of your relatives gonna try and kill us? Or is it just your father who wants to end the world?
Do you think I wanted any of this?
Well, what do we do now? Presuming the great god of darkness doesn't just squish us flat.
He can't have escaped yet. Not fully. The temple must still have the power to contain him. Something's happened to the fertile grounds. If we can get to them, we might be able to stop Ahriman escaping.
The fertile what?
This land was built to keep Ahriman here. These areas feed the temple with life energy. The temple feeds the tree. We have to stop him.
We have to get out of here.
Fine, run. But you're not going to get very far.
Ah, I was on my way home. I had more gold than you could. I'd have had wine, women. I'd have had carpets this thick. Now I'm stuck with an angry god.
So like I said, I do want to do a quick test and check and see if the audio mix balance is playing out okay. And if so, we'll just continue on from here without trying to tune anymore.
We can't reach the fertile grounds in these areas. We'd need to... we can't reach them anyway. We'll have to get to these four. Then we can see what's happening.
If I ever find that donkey. Carpets this thick. This thick!
Okay, so audio mix balance may not quite be exactly where I want it to be. We'll see what we can do. Great, because of course we need a tutorial for the map. Power at the temple before you can reach them. I guess we're supposed to go this way. No, let's make a little way towards where we're heading, and then we'll worry about talking. Well, I guess it's gonna...
There is nothing here for us. We must get to the fertile grounds. We're wasting time.
Okay. Now the question is there a way to get her to... How do I get her to show me that direction again? King's Gate of the Ruined Citadel. Set destination. How do I get her to...
What are these fertile grounds?
They feed the temple, give it the energy it needs to hold Ahriman trapped.
How?
I don't know. They were constructed 1,000 years ago after Ahriman was imprisoned. Now, if you want the guided tour, can we wait until after we've re-imprisoned Ahriman?
You don't know what these fertile grounds do?
We have to get to them. Please, just go on.
I get it. I need you to show me the way again. Okay. Triangle. Let's go ahead and start running down some of the tech that's being used to render the live stream tonight. So, as mentioned, I am playing on the PlayStation 3. This was my second PlayStation 3 that I bought during console generation 7. I had an original launch window unit that I actually got about Thanksgiving of 2006.
Did it get any worse?
They're the
When it first came out.
Ahriman's chosen few. They ruled here a
I
thousand
stalked it
years
on
ago.
eBay when everybody was trying to
Darkness. That was.
scalp their PlayStation 3s. And I wound up catching one just as the bottom started to drop out of the of that ridiculous market. But then later on, probably about midway. Oh, okay. Probably about midway through the console life cycle. So after about 4 years of owning that first one,
Let me help you.
after I bought my first house, I decided. At that point, I had an entertainment center up in the on the main floor, kind of in the living room or family room, and then press circle to extend your wall run up to the ring. Press X to jump over the gap and wall run up the ledge. But that first house I had a basement, and I decided I wanted a PlayStation 3 down there as well. And so this wound up being that unit. I insisted for a long time on holding on to my OG PlayStation 3 because it had the PlayStation 2 backwards compatibility in hardware. But after a while, probably about, like I said, again, oh no, about midway into the life cycle, enough games had come along that really replaced anything that I was still holding on to playing. No. On my PlayStation 3 from the PlayStation 2 era, so. Why is he... See, so maybe I'm not approaching that as I should. Should I just try a straight... Oh, that's interesting. It definitely duped me into trying to attack that the wrong way. God, this play... I mean, these mechanics and even the level design, like, is so much just like Uncharted.
Grab hold.
To jump on the wall and run up to the beam. I mean, there's just so many games that this evokes.
If the corrupted return to
Assassin's Creed, Tomb Raider, Uncharted, and even a little bit of Titanfall. Really, the only thing holding it back is that the combat just is not as smooth as I would like.
And we can reach this one.
Yes.
Let's get to the top of that tower.
what? Onto the wall and run up to the vines. No, just trying to go vertically. And this part reminds me of God of War. R2 to fall down the wall. Come on now, Alaka, watch out of the way. Now, there's a little bit that bugs me in this too, in that, you know, the way they present this, they try to make you think that there's multiple ways to traverse the level, but there's never really multiple ways to traverse the level. There's pretty much always one true path to get through. Let's get as high. I was going to say let's get as high as we can, but now, as much as I am not a platform person, I'm actually kind of really enjoying this segment. Although this level traversal feels like it's gone on just a tad bit too long. No, 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 no. And this part of it feels a bit inexact, like it's responsive to, No, no! So I only made one, like, click turn of the analog stick, so I don't know why he turned around the corner and then jumped. So that time I just pressed the jump button without maneuvering the analog stick, I guess. Press next to him for a roof run. And again, this would be much more enjoyable and feel a lot more smooth and kind of immersive if I wasn't getting a flipping tutorial like every 2 seconds. Use L to move around the column. Like, the constant nagginess of the guidance system just completely takes me out of any enjoyment. Let's see, can I make that? Nope. That's weird. Okay, is she literally stuck there? Okay, that's very strange. Glitch! Alright, come on, Alaka. Well, at least I was able to unglitch that. So what I don't know is, am I actually back? I think I'm actually back on the part of the level, yeah. So that's a design where the level actually looped back around on itself, and I didn't just fall to my death. So now, at least rerunning it, this is giving me a chance to run it and see what it feels like without, like I said, constantly being nagged. Now, okay. Can I run around? I guess I can get here to the vines. Okay, cool. I don't like the sound of that. Just wall run off that. Okay. So my problem is, by this point, like, I know how to wall run off the vines. Like, I don't need that tutorial. This is the first kind of semi-boss battle, I guess.
We're trapped.
We'll be fine.
So one of the things I need for this audio mix checking and the way it works now with Twitch's really super low latency is I need to get a blast it. Achievement! Blockmaster! Is that an achievement? It's actually a trophy? Whoa, that was a little choice. Grab him. I hate quick time events. Get in there. Athletic. Just run off.
Now,
I'm not sure.
we're not.
It took me a bit of a while to get the live stream going tonight. Like I said, I had part of this set up
I think if I...
before I took off on travel. Come on, seriously, this is a QTE? It's just a bad design thing that came into popularity in console generation 7 that I'm glad to see the industry is kind of walking back away from. QuickTime events were never a good idea. So it's pretty cool. We're in roughly kind of our first hour, and we've fought a handful of mini bosses. I guess technically a actual full-blown boss.
Hey,
And hit like a first major campaign milestone.
The fertile ground is pure now. It will stop Ahriman using its energy.
so he's trapped.
No. We must heal the other fertile grounds.
So like I said, this was my second PlayStation 3, and then
You're in fine shape for
I
that.
guess when I went ahead and plunked down for a PlayStation 4, I was like, well, one of these needs to go ahead and go. I decided to keep the PlayStation 3 because, again, there were some legacy games from the preceding console generation that I just felt like I hadn't put enough time in and hadn't played enough. This is kind of one of them. And of course, when PlayStation 4 launched, there wasn't native backwards compatibility solution, so
I didn't know what to do when we reached here, but I knew Ormal's
I held on to this.
Yeah. Let's hope he keeps having bright ideas.
But I did
Let's pick up
finally
some
get rid of my original PlayStation 3 with the hardware backwards compatibility because I just felt like
What was that? A dream?
console generation removed, like I really didn't need to hold on to it. I don't think. I'm doing a clip, but I don't think. I think I was yapping away and didn't really catch the last end of the boss battle. Nope, I didn't. Yeah, I really just need to program a clip key into my Stream Deck. I used to have one set, but in monkeying around with it, I eventually took it out. Okay, so that's 260 seeds. It looks like there's some other baubles here. So let's continue down that path. And we'll just progressively try and knock these worlds out. Except I can't go there, eh? Okay. So we'll head for the Veil.
Where should we head for?
Through there. Okay, so here's another bauble. There's a crap ton of seeds here. Let me see, I don't really understand. Okay, I don't need you to rescue me. Why? Huh. Is it just a road too far? Okay, very cool. No, 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 no. There's a lot of level traversal in this game. I do love, whoa, whoa, whoa. I do love the movement system between the Prince and Elika, though. And how everything that they do is in tandem. Like, even like the positional switch on the horizontal pole is just... That's such a great touch of game design that... Like, wasn't necessary. I mean, you could have done without that additional bit of bling, right? But... I really need to go back. I looked up a little bit of the history on this game before the live stream, but I didn't, I really need to see which Ubisoft development team this was and where they are now. The other thing I'm doing is I'm just getting into the groove of traversing the level and not... I need to periodically check and make sure that I'm actually going in the right direction. I just really want to get to a point where I stop seeing all the tutorial messages. Like, I'm actually just at a point where I'm like, just, like, don't talk to me unless I get stuck. And then I'll ask you. So again, the first hour, I felt like, I don't know, maybe 60% comfortable with the game and the combat system and movement systems. But they didn't feel... just didn't feel entirely good. Like I feel like Mirror's Edge felt better subjectively. Oh, what is he doing? Ooh. It seemed like he was rolling on his own. Alright. Let's see if we can figure out what we're doing here. Wall run. Shimmy. Wall run. Shimmy. Wall run. Okay. That's the thing. I missed the handhold there the last time trying to traverse across. Wall run to the vines. Okay, wall run. Is this just a horizontal leap? Nope, it's a wall run. Okay, here, and then jump. It's a little weird to me how... Nope, no. You gotta go vertical. The game seems to put in a lot of effort to train you to look for these claw marks. Flip up. To indicate where you're supposed to wall run. But then there are these areas where... what am I doing here? Where there's... No. Where those horizontal marks don't seem to be necessary. Like, you could still wall run in places where those horizontal marks don't seem to be present. Alright. No, 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 no. Why are you going vertically?
The fertile ground is up on that plateau. We can use the vines to get up there, then make our way across.
Make our way across to what?
Let's find out.
So for streaming equipment tonight, I am running the PlayStation 3 out to one of my Mirabox HSV 321 game capture cards. That's a $99 capture card that is typically available on Amazon. When they do have them in stock, it frequently sells out of stock.
Can't keep above the
It's a very popular capture card given its low entry cost of $99. Uh-oh. Almost got the water in the power strip. Usually, one of the reasons why I keep more than one HSV 321 around is because they are generally so highly reliable. The PlayStation 3 threw this one a bit of a loop tonight where when everything was fine. Okay, so we're now at a point in the game that I have not been to before, so I guess the first time I played this through, I just jumped in and played it for like the first hour or so. Everything was fine. It was fine while the PlayStation 3 was in the menu screen, the cross-media bar.
Try not to get your feet wet.
And was fine when I initially launched to the game, but once the game loaded, something in it re-resing through the mirror box for a loop, and I could see it in OBS, but it wouldn't pass it through to the television screen.
It's not like gravity ever killed anyone.
So I had to kind of herky-jerky. Oh, come on. Kind of had to futz with it to get it to work. No! It's not what I told you to do.
You'll have to teach me how to do that.
One of the things I don't like about the game... No!
No!
Is it has these phantom directional pushes where, and I guess it's in response to the way the camera is tracking. It,
Keep moving.
as the relative motion changes, it just seems like it thinks like you want it to go off in a different direction. So that's a little bit aggravating. Alright, give me a hand here, Elika. Shoot-de-doo!
Watch for the jump!
Oh, okay.
We need to reach him, to stop him.
Hey, step away from there. There you go.
It's like one of those things in wizard robes. Can't bode well. Oh!
Here we go. The sword will block them.
Okay. Well, that's good, because if it didn't, we're gonna be, Oh. That did not work. Elika, get in here! Nicely done. No, don't! Quit jumping behind me. I'm like telling you to get in there and attack him. Alright, so I'm going to try a parry. This is probably not going to work well. Nope, and it didn't. I don't like your quick time events. Oh, that worked out well, though. Acrobatic! Shaya! Get him with the... Oh! Hell no! What is that?
Now that should teach you something.
I love how this prince is always talking smack. Wow, 2 fertile grounds healed in 1 play session. Can't be unhappy about that. I feel like I'm getting a lot done for a lazy Sunday night of gaming. Of course, I forgot to get a clip again to check the audio mix balance.
The corruption is gone. Looks like we have a way out of here.
I know she needs light seeds, and they're scattered all around the level. So what's interesting is, as I think about it, I realize, like... So we've just gone from boss battle to boss battle. Like, I don't even remember fighting anything in between. So now I feel like I'm not quite tracking like what the primary thesis of the game is. As you would think these boss encounters would be a little bit more spread out. Nope. Well, this feels like Breath of the Wild. I should also comment, I do really love the music track in this. I think I said that I like the Arabic themes that are kind of scattered throughout as well, but there are also... like this flute piece is pretty neat too.
Which is the best way now?
Okay. Because the control system is just really finicky when you hit those angular trajectories. So that... No! Could you please just jump straight across? Look, I just want you to jump straight. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize you could get up on the railing like that. Okay, there we go. I tried to tell him to jump off midway down. Straight down here, I guess. For audio tonight, I've now completely got the Go XLR mixer kind of wired in. And what the crock, dude? And listed in my production planning document for inclusion in live stream setups. And I am using it again tonight. So, that's weird and interesting. So there's ones on either side of the cavern. And then I guess I gotta go back to get the other one. I don't know of any other way to have gotten it, was other than just to have her. Now, that should have been like behind me, right? Yes. So when I use the Go XLR mixer, I do try and, for the most part, route all audio through it. Although I guess there are some exceptions. Now the manual of the Go XLR mixer itself says that it recommends hooking the Go XLR mixer up to the gaming PC. But I always generally hook my mixers up to the streaming PC.
Look, don't hold so hard.
And I've just continued in that vein. Of course, when streaming a console, there's not a gaming PC to really connect it to, so... So what I'm doing for audio is so the TV that I have the PlayStation 3 hooked up to, has RCA audio outputs on the on the side back panel. So I come out of the left and right RCA channels with an adapter cable that takes the RCA left and right analog outputs and then converts it over to a 3.5mm male connector. I plug that into a 3.5mm female to 3.5mm male stereo extension cable and run that over into the 3.5mm line in input on the Go XLR mixer. So that's how I'm getting the in-game audio into the live stream, which again I just want to check on really quick.
Can you point us in the right direction?
So like I said, that's how I'm getting in-game audio into the live stream.
Where should we head next?
Oop. Now, with my headphones, the JBL E40 BTs, I have them connected into the line-out output of the Go XLR mixer. Now, usually, if I'm using a 3.5mm microphone, I would also connect that into the Go XLR as one of the 4 channels of I/O that it has available via analog. I'm not using a 3.5mm mic tonight. I'm using the Samson G-Track Pro, which has absolutely quickly become one of my favorite microphones that I have in the menagerie. So the setup tonight is a bit of overkill because technically the G-Track Pro has an integrated mixer in and of itself. Because it doesn't allow you. I could run that 3.5mm line from the TV into the G-Track Pro, which has its own onboard direct manual hardware controls for managing the mic volume versus the in-game volume.
Spooky place for only a few people.
It's not ghosts we'll find here.
But the G-Track Pro is also a great microphone, so I'm just using it as a microphone tonight. Of course, its connection to the streaming PC is over USB. So I didn't need to send it in through the G-Track Pro. Through the Go XLR mixer. A couple things, I mean, there's a... Again, this is just... I guess this is my third live stream setup that I'm using the Go XLR mixer. So there's, you know, some things that I haven't checked out on it yet. That's totally unnecessary, but I figure I'd have her give me the alley-oop anyway. So I haven't used the Go XLR mixer with an XLR mic yet. It's definitely operational mode that I intend to use it for. Whoa, what is that? That was a rope-a-dope if there ever was one.
Princess?
Can't move.
Oh no.
Concubine, she...
Oh, does it hurt? Let me help you relieve the pain.
That is not cool. How are you gonna stop her? I don't even know how I can...
Well, what have we here? A princess and her little man. Two little lost wanderers, no idea where they're going or why they're here.
That is true. So this looks like the nearest thing I can get to.
Please.
No! That's that little mess that gets on my nerves. No, dude. Go up the wall. Ah, what is wrong with you? Okay, fine.
Hurry.
Well, how... I guess she's still able to help you do that. Maybe... Oh.
Watch out for her illusions.
Now what's silly is... The way I got that to work was I pushed him left once he got onto that other wall, which just makes no sense to me. Again, I feel like there's some bugginess with the camera. What do I do now? I guess... This doesn't seem... Nope, it is not right. So I gotta do that all over again. No! Now, of course, it'll take me forever to get it right again. All I know is that pushing up is not having him go up the wall, so there's something about the way the game is regarding the direction of the camera. Maybe it's, let's try this. No. Okay. So that's what it is. It's I hit circle, and it's to be a continuation of the acrobatic move. Okay. Okay. So now the question becomes... So that's not going to cut it. Let's see, can he go vertical? No! no, 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 no. Ah. Gotta figure this out. Guess one thing I do need to figure out is how long I've been streaming for. So I didn't really do a good job of marking my start time. Hour 15. Alright, this time everything's gonna work. Jump, circle, jump, slide, jump, slide, jump, circle. Huh. I didn't think about the fact that I can roof run. So one of the things I don't like about the camera is I cannot point it up, straight up vertical for some reason. I don't know why that is. So I was able to wall run. That's one thing I haven't. So she can rescue me. I wonder. So I'm gonna test this and see. Nope, she cannot. So she can't help extend your jump distance. I guess the only thing she can do while she's tendrilled like that is she can rescue you if you do a fall. This isn't the... That's a different wall than I came around on, so part of the problem is I've been trying to solve the wrong problem. That's aggravating. I spent all that time trying to figure out how to traverse the level from that side, and that's not even where I was supposed to go. No, don't! No, would you... It's also aggravating that when she returns you to the middle of the thing. Let's try this again. Okay. Now, the question is, where do I go from here? Take a look. It's how many beams are there off of? There's 1, 2. So there are only 2 options. Can I... Oh. No. Can I jump to that other ledge? Let's see. What I don't want him to do is I just don't want him to backwards jump away from the wall. There's nowhere to drop. So this is from the era of games where I just didn't really get, like, I was not a super huge fan of third-person action-adventure games. It's just some of the things that you had to tolerate in game design at this stage of the game industry's evolution just was not, well, just wasn't things I was willing to tolerate. This is one of them, unpuzzling exactly how to traverse a level given a bunch of what I felt were kind of arbitrary, unnecessary design elements. I just didn't have the patience for this 11 years ago. So there's a beam outcropping there, but I just don't understand. I feel like this wall... Oh, wait. Let's go. Nope. Like, I feel like I should be able to traverse enough to grab that beam up above, but that... Nope. Aggravating. Now I gotta do that whole thing all over again. So she's over here. There's a beam right there. When I get to that, I can't cross over. Try the other way. So is the whole point of, angry! The whole point of this is just silly trial and error to force you to figure out the right... Of course she would bamf.
Tut, so willful, so destructive. Do you break everything you find?
All of that was force you through trial and error to figure out.
Lost in the desert.
Well,
walking with purpose, yet lost all the same. What guy?
Her voice is really aggravating.
Man? Who are you?
So I guess the good thing is I've figured out the other 3 ways to traverse the level.
Or assassin. You don't know.
It seems horribly inconvenient to try and traverse the level with your sword out, dude. But I guess the good thing is now I've trial and error the other 3 ways to traverse the level. And so now I'm not on learning curve anymore. She bamps again. Where'd she go this time? No idea where she has gone. Oh!
Oh, good. Another illusion. I needed the exercise.
Oh, I was over here all the time. I'm sorry for your wasted effort.
Where is she?
Are you leaving her to her fate? Don't you want to be together in her hour of need?
Is that her over there?
Stay on your stage, little man. Everything you do is make-believe. There is no
Okay,
difference.
so now she's back on that side, and I got there by going here and left. Oh!
That's the thing with life. It's so confusing. You think you know where you are, then...
And then, of course, in the production setup, because I'm using the Elgato Stream Deck, which I always use.
But all she has in her heart is purpose. She serves her people. She serves her Mars. She has no space left in her for you.
Oh, cool. Well, fortunately, she got... Whoa!
Don't give up.
Why is it always them who counterattack me? Acrobatic! Glaive! I hate quick time events! Get her, Elika. Ah.
It is Ahriman's will.
Get her, get her, get her! Quick time! It's interesting that the quick time move is always square. Let's try and figure this out. Would you go get her, please?
Take
Acrobatic! Didn't pull it off. Would you please? Dude! Roll! Oh, he didn't get the parry. So tired of that. So, when he gets the parry, he's supposed to... Weak. Like, the parry system is just, like, completely useless. Ah. It's a little tougher than the first few boss battles.
Stop her!
Enough!
Watch out!
Let's finish this up. Is that it?
Well, it's been entertaining.
Please
Seriously?
tell me there's a way to get rid of her permanently.
When we
I know,
enter
after
the
all
ballroom
that, she's just
door,
gonna slip away.
or
That's
if
some
we enter the
trash.
palace beyond the Black Gate.
Do your thing, girl. Okay, so having the QTE this is just so extra.
Definitely making progress. Can you stand? Oh, never saw myself as appearing on a stage. I'd like to thank you for coming to tonight's special performance of Death of a Concubine.
Jeez.
She's not dead.
I can dream. Thought that's what stages were for.
If you don't dream, you will never be more than you are.
And if you don't wake up, dreaming's all you'll ever do.
Let's go to the next fertile ground.
Alright. Let's pick the next one on the map. So I'm hoping this one will start unlocking things in terms of giving me a little more choice in the sequence by which I want to progress.
Let's go this way.
Already do. No! Alright, well.
Ready. Help!
Yeah. I guess I could just make things easier and just drop. Yeah. Just drop down, dude. Try to make things hard on myself by traversing that with jumps, and that appears to not even be necessary. What? So quirky. And again, I think one of the reasons why this game is not as highly regarded as it could have been is the quirkiness of the control. Come on, man. Seriously? Seriously. Wall run. Ugh. I can't even begin to imagine what direction I need to point to. I don't know if that seed's even worth me trying to get it. I guess maybe that's... I need to resolve that in some cases you just need to fall and let her catch you. Going this way. Even though that feels like a cheat and a cop-out, but... So jank! Because there are times, like, I push the button and then wait like 3 seconds and then he actually jumps in a given direction. This seems like I'm backtracking. Yeah, but apparently that's the way. No, why would you... Okay, seriously.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Up the wall, dude. It's just so finicky as to whether or not you hit X a second time to mantle vertically or the circle button.
Go.
Still, though, I mean, little bit by little bit, the traversal system feels a little better. But it's still hitting those points where I'm like, oh, what are we doing? Dude, turn around. No, just... Alright, roof run. Very nice. Alright.
Thank you.
Oh, no, 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 no. game definitely, what are we doing here? No!
Where should we go now?
Okay. Definitely gonna need to do the alley-oop here. Now from here, I guess I could just do the alley-oop instead of...
Do it!
There are definitely instances where I'm overly obsessed about what I do looking very elegant and pretty, and I'm like, you just need to like brute force yourself across the level and not worry about how good it looks. Nope. No. This side, just go vertical. Nope. That makes no sense. Ah, dude, stop. Ugh. Yeah, there's definitely instances where he follows like 3 or 4 control inputs like late. And it's like you just sit there and hold on while he executes like 5 button or analog stick pushes in a row that you hit like 10 seconds ago. Left or right?
Needs a bit of directional help here.
What are we doing here? Ugh. Okay, that's not the way I was expecting that to go. But fine enough. Little Tony Hawk. No. Ah. Monkey Tucker.
This devastation is more than the work of corruption.
Why do I get the feeling if corruption didn't do this, something worse did?
In the last battle with Ahriman, the city was given to the warrior. I think this could be his work.
Doesn't bode well that I've been fighting bosses that have been giving me a hard time up until now, and now I gotta face one actually called the Warrior. Let's see here. Oh, I guess I should. Let's see. Okay, that was a little janky. Alright, go straight across.
Let me guess. He's standing on the fertile ground?
Yes.
Great. Some nasty looking vines. Let's see. He's just wrecking pathways. Okay. I guess I'll try and wall run it to the vines, okay. No, that's made no sense directionally. Now what? I guess.
Hey!
No, why is that a... Why can he not just drop down to the next mantle? That makes no sense.
Here!
Oh, what is... Whoa, what is that? Flocking A. So that floor is not a floor, okay. So can he roof run it? I don't appear to be able to roof run. Let's do the alley-oop. Ah, she missed it.
You'll have to teach me how to do that.
Alright. Vertical, vertical, vertical. Vertical, vertical, vertical. Ah.
Whoa.
I keep hitting triangle and it's just not actuating. I mean, for that matter, why can't I just... No. Why can't I just hit the alley-oop this way?
Go.
Yeah, why even mess around with going around that other way? Great. Hulk smash! No. Armed with swords or magic, use the environment. Are you kidding me?
Listen to your honor. Arvin is not your master. Fight him.
Why does everyone want to tell me what to do?
Where's the environment? Like, I don't understand.
Watch out.
Do you want to fight or ask questions?
Use the environment against him. I don't even know what that means.
I am no people. I am me.
Alright, I guess we gotta figure this out. Oh, maybe it means back him to the edge? Come on.
Don't give him the advantage.
What's this? Okay, that's interesting. But it didn't result in taking any damage. Maybe back him up. The only other thing I can think of is back him up to this fence. Maybe it'll drop something on him. Okay. Looks like that's not it. I don't know what the heck to do against this guy now. So dragging him through the center doesn't do anything to him. Maybe...
You can make it.
Yeah. Okay. So there's something. Get it, like, so I know that I can't hurt him this way, but maybe I need to get him to the edge. Okay, so if I get him to the edge and then Come on, come on. Ah, flippin' A. It's not... No, that's not what I wanted to do. God damn it. Okay.
Defend yourself.
I will. Blast it! Get the... Oh, there we go. Thought that was close to what I needed to do. Well, he fought it off.
Keep going, please.
Ah! Oh. Come on. Ah, I was getting caught. Ah. Come on, I need you to get... Just seemed like one time I had him right near the edge.
I thought dying once would be bad.
Come on, come on, come on. This is not fun. Ah, why did he... Oh, there it goes. It took over the edge!
That's it. Push it back.
There we go. Ah! Good riddance.
That was scary.
Alright, let's take care of this.
Can you see a way out of here?
I think we can get out that way.
Alright, now what? No, I still... cannot seem to select where to go. I guess maybe this is the thing I've got to collect these first 60 before I can really make choices of where to go. No! Could you just get this one seed here, please? Thank you. I'm going to power at the temple. I don't know. Cursor over the temple and then press to teleport there. You can only use this ability when you are in a healed region. I guess this is where we have to go. Okay, well... I don't quite get this. To a destination, you can exit the world map. Okay. Alright, well look, we're going to figure out exactly how this works tomorrow. That's going to do it for tonight's live stream. Once again, this has been episode number 424 of An Accounting of Third Measures. My name has been Agasically Stamus, aka Game Logic, on Twitch.
You're a driven woman. I'll give you that.
If you happen to be watching the archive version of this on the YouTube channel, Rounding Off Infinity, I appreciate you as well. And I appreciate anybody who happened to swing by and check out the live stream. I will be back on tomorrow night, probably 9:30 or thereafter, to play another session in this. That'll be, this is session number 1 of a 4-part arc. So I'll probably be playing this roughly through midweek. So until next time, happy hunting, stay safe out there, take care of yourselves, play the games that you like and stream the games that you love. And like I said, I'll be back at it tomorrow night. So until then, good night, good luck, and good gaming. That's going to do it for me. I'm out of here.